Hey, John with Real Hard Reviews. Today we're at the MSi booth. We just covered the Prestige, but now we're going to work with the guys at MSi to just go a little bit over what products they've got for us today. So tell us all about MSi today.
Alrighty. So thank you for interviewing us. My name's Andy from MSi. It's great to have you guys here.
Nice to meet you, Andy. So tell us about what we got today.
Alrighty. So the number one and the first product I want to introduce to you guys is the GS75. So if you guys haven't got the chance to check out our new product launch, I'll give you guys a quick overview of what this is. Now, before I start, I want to mention the GS65. Now, do you have any knowledge of that product?
We did try the GS65 before this. We did a quick overview of it quite a few months back and absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
We know the products are getting better and better when it comes to MSi laptops. Their gaming series are above and beyond anybody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we put a lot of investments and a lot of time and effort and blood into these products. So GS65, we had massive success, massive hit to the thin light, performance, cooling, the thin bezel. We were among the first one to push out thin bezel for gaming laptops as well.
How many fans are in the new model? I'm seeing lots of images of 3 now.
We got three fans.
Yep.
Three
and I'm
fans.
guessing it's got a sort of an active phasing where some of the fans will set off 90% of the time and only clock in when...
Exactly. Of course, everything is automatic, so it kind of depends on your applications. If you're not running games, then of course not all fans will be running at full capacity. So it really depends on, it's adaptive.
Yep.
Depends on what you're doing, then the fans will change accordingly, adjust. And not only are you getting 3 fans, right?
Yep.
You're getting 7 heat pipes inside this tiny little gaming laptop.
I remember the days you guys only had 1 and 2 in them, and I was dealing with the heat. Yeah.
Right?
That's awesome.
And to put in perspectives for other competing brands or for other brands for gaming laptops at this scale, thin and light, you're usually looking at about two fans tops, right? And then maybe 4 to 5 heat pipes. But for this one, easily 3 fans and 7 heat pipes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And when we do this, a lot of people question about that because for MSi, we understand the value behind gaming laptops. It's easy. Well, it's not easy, but you could throw in like a greatest CPU and greatest GPU together for any laptops. But without a proper cooling, it's just going to die out soon enough, right? So having the proper cooling is probably the core for any gaming laptops. So we're really proud of that.
Awesome. So what are the specs of the system today?
The specs, well, we do, of course, there are various other specs and variants. It is available for 20. Guess which one it's available with for the GPU? Take a wild guess. 2080? Damn it, man, why'd you have to say that? It is 2080. You should have been like 2060, 2070, and then start leading. I'm just kidding.
I haven't seen any of your 2060 laptops yet, so.
It's, you're right. We can go all the way up to 2080 in this tiny little laptop.
That's absolutely awesome.
Of course, it is also available. If you're available with 2080, then obviously you can also do 60 and 70.
Yep.
So you do have variants, but all of them, they all come with 144 hertz, and we call it 4-sided thin bezel.
Okay.
Whereas the previous generation thin bezel, I think you're probably looking at about the side or top. But the 4-sided, essentially you're getting more real estate from all 4 sides.
Oh, that's beautiful. The screen looks absolutely stunning.
It is very stunning. And on top of that, it kind of creates the illusion that this is not a 17-inch gaming laptop.
Yeah.
But in fact, it is a 17-inch gaming laptop.
Yeah.
Right. But the real estate for the entire chassis, do you mind if I just kind of close it? Show. But if you kind of close it, right, if you carry it around, not only are you getting one of the lightest gaming laptop packing a 2080 GPU,
that bezel on the back is just beautiful.
It is really beautiful. Yeah. And then the accents on the ground, on the side, the premium gold design really exudes quality and premium.
I actually thought that gold was a reflection of something else in here, but that is beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
Very authentic gold. And the logo right here, the entire design for the GS75 is also for another purpose, not just for gaming, but to actually exude a sense of an idea, design of professionalism as well. So it's more subtle. It's not so much gaming centric.
It's not RGB or anything on the logo, which is quite beautiful.
Exactly. You do get RGB on the keyboard.
I saw that,
Yeah, and you have the option to turn them off, of course, very easily. All you got to do, turn them off easily. Or if you like them, turn them back on. Just like that.
Are you guys still using SteelSeries? You are? Yeah.
We are.
You guys have been using them for quite a few years. They've been phenomenal, you guys.
Yep. Ever since we started focusing on gaming laptops, we've been working with SteelSeries for every single keyboards. Doesn't matter if it's high, mid, or entry tier. It's all SteelSeries.
So you get still your industry standard controls for all the RGB settings and everything else with that keyboard, right?
Yeah.
Just like all your. Oh, that's awesome.
For the RGB side, the GS and GT, they come with Perky RGB, as well as GE series. And if you're looking for more entry versions such as the GL, then you're looking for kind of zoned zoned RGB instead of
Okay.
having every single keycap
Yeah.
with the RGB. So we do have slight differences.
Okay, that's too cool.
But
That's good to know,
essentially-
though.
Yeah, absolutely. Just we want to make sure you guys can tell the difference between each model
Yep.
and what their strengths are. But with that being said, every single keyboards are still built with the Steel series. So texture, the feedback, the responsiveness, top notch.
Awesome.
One of the best. You're not using just a regular membrane keyboard, but instead one of the finest in the industry.
Impressive.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I mean, we
Yep.
could be standing here all day just talking about the GS75.
Anything else you don't want to show us today?
Besides the GS75, or all right, let's jump over to GS. Actually, here we got something really cool for you guys.
All righter.
You probably can't tell, and unfortunately, we can't really show it through camera, but it says right here, "Feel the vibe." I'd probably consider this one to be the only in the industry that there's vibration.
Okay.
And right here, the vibration. And then it kind of through games. Go ahead, feel it. You can put your palm here. So as the gun shoots, you can feel the vibration on the laptop.
So you get a tactile response whenever you play. That's really cool.
That is right. Yeah. Now, I think personally, that's more of a novelty.
Yeah.
It's something different, unique. But we are exploring any kinds of options.
That's kind of like what you get with the mobile phones. Lots of mobile games
Yeah.
have tactile response and stuff, and then
That's
makes
right.
you feel like you're more involved. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. I think it was one of the first times that I've seen a vibrating laptop too.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time you ever heard of a vibrating laptop?
Never.
Exactly. But besides the vibration here, adaptive ones, this model is the GE75 Raider 8SG. So essentially, when this first came out, before the GS75 or GS65, I love this model as well because this is for the model itself. The GE is for enthusiasts. So if you're
Okay.
kind of a semi-hardcore gamer, you game a lot,
Yeah.
always on the go, but you need the power to do so, then GE would be your best friend.
All
You're
right.
getting power, the keyboard. Another really cool feature we call the giant speakers.
Yep.
Because a lot of times laptops they have lackluster audio performances,
Yeah.
right? But not with the GE75. We have the giant speaker, the woofers here, two woofers and two speakers located on this entire section right here.
Wow.
And it gets really loud, unlike any laptops we've seen before. On top of that, this one also has the thin bezel.
Yep.
Because we understand the market is shifting slowly towards the thin bezel kind of
It
a screen
definitely is.
panel. So this one carrying the 144 hertz as well as thin bezel gaming panel.
Oh, that's awesome.
And now the G series, when it first came out a couple years back,
Yep.
not for this one, G75, but the one before that, it used to be one of our fastest moving products as well. One of
Okay.
the most renowned, one of the most popular series. But back then, it was a lot thicker. I'm talking
Yeah.
about a lot thicker. So GE75, I'm not sure if you can tell, it has gotten a lot thinner
Yeah.
over the years. Now, I'm not sure how people take into this, but according to our research and the data that we've received from a lot of people, the market and consumers, they're shifting towards more thin and light, more
Yeah.
portable, more mobile gaming laptops,
Oh, definitely.
which is why at MSI we're focusing a lot on the thinner gaming laptops,
Yeah.
but never jeopardizing on the performance. So it's always consistent, doesn't throttle, and it doesn't overheat. And even in the case if it does, you think the heat is reaching kind of beyond your comfort zone, you have this button right here,
Is it the full power fan button?
the full power fan.
You guys
button.
have had that for years, and that's an
Yeah,
awesome feature.
That is a really awesome feature.
As long as you got noise canceling headphones, that's the feature for everyone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even hear it once you have noise cancellation on, right? So you turn it on, it's going to guarantee the reduced temperature.
Yep.
Because you're essentially putting adrenaline on all of your fans.
Yeah.
And then pushing the limits for the heat dissipation.
What's the battery life with this?
The battery life for GE75 for game laptops? We're not
Yeah.
looking for anything impressive.
yeah.
I have to be honest with you guys.
We usually call it the UPS of them. It's not
UPS.
actually for a battery life.
Yeah.
It's just so you can save and get into your game pretty quick.
Pretty much. So
Yeah.
on the safe side, safe estimation, let's say about 2.5 hours to 3 hours tops.
Oh, that's still not
And then
bad.
You can't. I mean, that's assuming you're not playing any
Yeah.
games. Because let's face it, you can't play games without adapter anyway. Well,
Yeah.
you could open it, but it's not going to run at full 60 frames per second or beyond. So we recommend users, if you want to play games, please have it plugged in.
They make great desktop replacements.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
essentially the gap between a desktop performance and a laptop has really shortened over the years. It's
Almost doesn't
crazy.
exist now.
Exactly, it's crazy. So ever since 10 series came out, the GTX, I mean, the performance has really shortened.
Very true.
So then MSI, we're always aiming to be the first, walk in the forefront for all the gaming products.
Is there anything else amazing that from MSI today on the
Amazing.
laptop side?
Oh, geez. Wow, there's so many things. What can I do? All right, let's walk over there for the advanced machine we got. Now, this is another... The GT75. No, what did you think? You could potentially...
I have the GT72. My back still hurts. I carried it around all yesterday, and I thought I was going to die today, but the GT has a place in my heart. It's one of the best laptops I've ever owned. Extremely durable, great drivers. It's a laptop that's used and abused and just keeps running. And you can upgrade these things beyond belief. People do not realize that these are basically a perfect desktop replacement.
It is. Yeah. This is essentially, it's not over-exaggeration if you call it a desktop replacement. Right, we're talking about mechanical keyboard, and these are, in fact, mechanical keyboard built in a laptop, a 17-inch gaming laptop, as well as all these cool features, buttons on the side, including full the fan boost. And then you have the stream button as well. So if you're a streamer, you want to go with the application, this will make your life a lot easier.
Are you guys bundling any stream software with them now? I know in the past you guys have with a couple different companies.
In the past we had the XSplits. I forgot the full name. XSplit something streamer.
XSplits, right?
Yeah, we had that before, but I don't think right now we do have that. I have to double check on that part.
No problem at all.
Hopefully you guys can't answer my question for me. I'm kidding, but because techie guys, people on the internet, they're crazily informed nowadays, right?
Definitely.
It's crazy. They probably know more about the products than I do. Yeah. But I do my best.
I'm pretty impressed that this one, so we got four full DIMMs as well in this one, just like the previous models, so you get 64 gigs RAM.
It's got 4 DIMMs inside. Nice. And one little detail that a lot of people didn't notice is that this extra elevated palm rest right here. So it makes it easier, makes it a lot more comfortable on your palm as you're typing on this laptop. So it's one of the small details that we really want to focus on to make their life easier for all the gamers.
And I'm guessing with this layer here that it's a more solid piece of plastic, so you don't get the heat quite dissipating onto your hands as much.
Yeah, that's right.
That's really cool.
Well, I'm surprised you even realized that. Oh, that's very, very even smaller detail that you really have to be pro.
I used to be an Azatec. I used to work for Asus as a repair technician, as an engineer.
Oh, there's the exit right there, man. I'm kidding, bud.
That's why I switched over to doing this on my own, so I give honest opinions.
Oh, that's good.
I could see it. Awesome engineers. Yeah, this is impressive.
I mean, you guys really have to take it apart, really appreciate what is inside. I mean, we put in so much work for every single series, not just for GT, but GE and GS as well.
And I see you got screen options with this one as well. You got the 1080p 144 Hz or 4K, I'm guessing 60 Hz?
Yep, 144 Hz and 4K options available, of course.
Really cool.
It doesn't come standard usually, but we do have that.
Well, most gaming laptops, people just want 1080p, and the faster Hertz, the better.
Exactly. Yeah. Faster Hertz is more important for them, I think, at the moment. 4K gaming, not the most trending right now. Yeah. But who knows? Somewhere a few years down the road, technology just moves at a speed of light. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's got a full i9 in it as well.
Sorry?
It's got a full i9.
It's usually, for standard-wise, we have i7. Okay. But for the GT series, it is available with the i9 as well. Awesome. Yep, packing a lot of firepower, I have to say. So this is, in fact, our flagship for MSi flagship laptops would be the GT75, a Mac keyboard. Do you know anything about the predecessor for this one?
Yeah, the previous Titan that used the dual big power adapter and everything. Yeah,
you've done your homework. Okay, that's crazy.
Laptops are my life, man. I live laptops.
I can tell, and I believe that statement because you truly know your stuff. GT83, the first 18-inch gaming laptop with full-size mechanical keyboard. We're talking
dual
about
1070 SLIs. The thing was a powerhouse.
Right. A dual 1070 or a dual 1080. They're available. Yeah, and the thing is massive, and literally. You get 2 bricks of adapters, right? Yep. You need 2 adapters for that one, and each adapter weighs about the same weight as the GS75 that we just talked about. So a lot of cool things, a lot of cool features and gimmicks.
So this is our new model of it. It seems to get a bit of weight still.
No, trust me, this one is never going to be lightweight. Yeah. No. It's because essentially you're calling it a desktop replacement, right? Don't put your arm there, man, and take it easy. Yeah. Because if you drop this on someone's head, you might have to go to the hospital. Yeah, we used to put that they were good self-defense at a coffee shop. If you're gaming and someone tries to take your laptop, just hit them with it. They're gone. Absolutely. Yeah. You ain't getting up from that. Pick them up and you'll just scare them away. It's a good defense weapon. It's just really expensive defense weapon. It's stunning. You guys have done a great job. Even just the subtle changes look beautiful. It is. It's no longer a giant keyboard. The giant keyboard?
The first gen of it didn't have a larger keyboard on the whole system because you guys put a mechanical keyboard on the first Titan, right?
Oh, the GT83, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about, yeah. That was a full-size mechanical keyboard. But this one, we try to go for it because we kind of have to fit more condensed, smaller chassis.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
17-inch. But the feedback is still as great, almost as great as the full-size keyboard.
What kind of switches are under there?
The switch
probably says somewhere here.
I don't think because these aren't with it because these aren't full-size Mac keyboard. So then we can't call it any switch.
Okay, no, that's fine.
RGB keyboard. Yeah, so we call it the Rapid Mechanical RGB keyboard.
That's cool.
And because we collaborated with SteelSeries to come up with the keyboard as well. So again, everything SteelSeries.
Yeah, they do a great job with keyboards, so you might as well keep with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We agree. And that's a lot of. Yeah, that's about. We have so much more products to talk about. So one more thing I forgot to mention about the GS75. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be like a jerk to kind of drag you guys back up to GS75.
No problem.
Real quick. For example, this model GS75 we just mentioned. Usually for laptops, in your opinion, how many SSD storage do you usually get?
Usually
capacity.
Back in the days, it'd be the one. You'd have the one PCIe one, and then you'd have your one standard SATA.
One SATA, that's right.
Yeah, so you got your one NVMe and then this. And I see you guys got two in yours.
We got three, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's three SSDs.
Two in
inside.
NVMe and then one in SATA?
I believe, the last time I recall, it should be two NVMe and one SATA.
And then one Gen 3.
Yeah,
awesome.
One Gen 3. So a lot of gives you guys the option to really boost up your storage.
Yep, I've seen that with the Prestige series over there, that they've got the dual on the NVMe storage in RAID 0 already. That's just blazing.
Yeah. It does make a huge difference because SSDs and NVMe, PCIe, these kind of storage has really become more of a norm for a lot of laptops, right?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you can't, for now, honestly, if you create a laptop and you only equip it with an HDD, then that's it's going to be
it's a value system.
It's a value system. You're right. You got me there. So that's one of the things I want to add to the GS75. So this is our hero product for 2019. Again, the GS75 Stealth. I know I mentioned it probably a million times. I hope your viewer doesn't
so think you could have
me
6
over this.
terabytes of basically 4 terabytes of NVMe, another 2 terabytes sitting on your PCIe. That's huge in a laptop with no extra weight. You're not having the 3.5 weight to it. It's just tiny little PCI drives.
Yeah. And then, another really, really cool feature I have to mention also is that the GS, a lot of people had problem upgrading our previous generation GS before. Because what happens is that, I won't get into too much details, but the way we engineered it kind of made it a bit harder. But for this one, the GS75, the brand new product, if you're looking to upgrade your SSD, all you got to do is you remove the back cover, and then the SSDs are located right here, right here. So it makes it extremely easy to upgrade.
So that's kind of like what you did with the GT series, because the GT series has been open and everything's right there to upgrade. Because you used to sell GTs as bare bones. Yep. That's how I got mine.
No way.
Yeah, you could buy the bare bones on Amazon through MSi, and then you build it all yourself.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's why I'm passionate about MSi, because you guys have some cool products.
We do really have cool products, even just for bare bones, right? You're pretty satisfied with the bare bones.
100%. Well, I upgraded everything you couldn't do it.
All right, it's got to be a beast then, I imagine.
Yeah, it hurts the back.
Yeah, I can tell. It's got to hurt the back.
But this is absolutely awesome. Thank you again for all your time, and hopefully you enjoy CES.
All right, you too, likewise, guys. Enjoy.
Have a good one, guys.
You too.